Hello and welcome to the Premier League review show here on YouTube. We are looking back on that 2-0 victory over Manchester City on Sunday that of course sent Liverpool 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. You can watch the full analysis in the subscriber section, but we're going to start here with the opening goal, which came nice and early, Mells, and was no more than Liverpool deserved at that point. We
started so well, didn't we? City had just 5 touches in Liverpool's final third in that first 25 minutes. It was a real good start from Liverpool, and we'll show you because it actually comes, the opening goal, from when Big Virgil hit the post. Okay, so we were thinking we were going to score then. I've stopped it there because that was the last touch that City had before we put the ball in the back of the net. So it's just a big clearance from Bernardo Silva. Get it away, we'll try and recover, but they don't. They never recover in time. And it's patient build-up from Liverpool. So if we can see here now the build-up, you've got Joe Gomez thinking, OK, I'm going to come back into my position. Virgil van Dijk doesn't. He's staying on the left wing because when Andy Robertson gets the ball, he's thinking, I might get another chance to get on the end of it. So if we play it on there, Gomez is happy. He's going to come back into centre-half. We've got our 2 full-backs in the last line of defence at this moment. And this is where Virgil's looking. He's staying up and he's going, play that diag. He's saying to Andy Robertson, I'm on. Play that diagonal ball. He elects not to play it, so he keeps the ball nice and simple, saying, I'm not going to take that chance. We're going to keep the ball. He goes to Joe Gomez. He comes out to this right-hand side. Again, we're just sort of enticing City on. We're keeping the ball. And now at this moment, this is where it changes. This is where Virgil's decided, I'm not going to get on the end of this. I'm going to come back into centre-half. And by doing so, that just allows Trent to say, I don't need to be on the back line of defence anymore. I can step into midfield. So that little subtle change is massive because of what happens now. Andy Robertson gets the ball into Trent, who's in that position. He's in between the Man City press, if you can call it a press of sorts. He knows the picture. He knows exactly what's around him because his ball is out of his feet, Trent, and he knows what he's got. He's got Mo Salah out on this right-hand side, and it becomes a 1v1. Mo Salah against Akanji. Akanji's playing centre-half. Aki's actually tucked inside. They've not regrouped from the corner kick. But you're thinking in that position, they're OK. They've got the back 4 in position. They've got a couple of midfield players coming back there, Nunes and Gundogan. So you think there's not really a great deal on. You're thinking Akanji might stop the cross come shot in this position. But it's just pure brilliance. That's what it is from Mo Salah, to create that opportunity for Gakpo to tuck it into the back post. Absolutely brilliant ball from Mo Salah. So here we go. Mentioned about Mo Salah making that run. He recognises that Akanji wants to tuck in a little bit more central. So he's got space to make that run in behind. You can see he's miles onside as Trent plays that ball. What a ball. It was a wow pass, wasn't it, from Trent in behind the City defence. And I want to mention this because in this position, Man City would have a player recovering. That's Nunes, the player playing on the left-hand side. He'd come back and help his full-back. But he's worried because he's got a run being made there from Dominic Szoboszlai. Just watch what happens because he wants to get back and help his defender, but he can't because of what Szoboszlai does. He runs at an angle towards the edge of the penalty area, and by doing so, it becomes a 1v1. At no point does Akanji get any help because Szoboszlai's made that run into a central position. Nunes can't get out and help his mate, and it keeps Salah 1v1 in that position. And Salah does the rest, plays the ball to the far post, and Gakpo tucks it away nicely. The pass from Trent, we mentioned. Salah making that run in behind. Absolutely brilliant. 1v1 because of the run from Szoboszlai into the box. Now, if you're looking at that position there, just watch what Cody Gakpo does. He's got an option. He's probably thinking, I might just make a run into this position here because Salah might play the ball back to me. He's thinking about that. He's got that decision to make. Or as we know, he's just going to make the run to the back post. And Kyle Walker is unsure what run that Cody Gakpo is going to make at this point. Salah comes in, little run to the back post, and he gets his tap in. And the next angle shows you for Kyle Walker, the uncertainty. He's looking. He can see Cody Gakpo, but he doesn't know which way the run's going to go. And that's where Cody Gakpo is really clever. He keeps on the shoulder there of Kyle Walker, keeps him guessing. But at this point, it's a case of Gakpo making the run, and he's not looking at all, is he, Kyle Walker? He's looking at the ball. He doesn't know what's around him. He's switched off for that split second, and by doing so, Cody Gakpo can run on his shoulder. He's onside, and he taps it in at the far post. So absolutely brilliant. Look how close the goalkeeper was. As the ball comes across there, the goalkeeper's gone to try and get a touch. He doesn't quite get there. And it's great anticipation from Gakpo to think the goalkeeper's going to miss it and I'm going to be able to tap it in. And this is the last angle we show you of where Cody Gakpo ends up bundling it in. It's actually his sort of right shin that he just sort of guides it home. And as we showed, the movement was too good for the City defence. And it was a deserved opening goal. You mentioned it, how dominant Liverpool had been in that early stages. Could have been 1-2 up before that goal went in. Deserved goal. Brilliant from Salah. And that man getting a tap in at the back post.
Yeah, goal for Cody Gakpo, and that assist for Mohamed Salah moves him up yet another chart. There have been a lot of these on the review shows in recent weeks, but he is now 9th, you can see there, on the list of most assists for one club, Mels.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? You know, it's not just goals, it's the assists as well. He's gone above Thierry Henry, you can see on that list. He's now just 5 behind David Beckham. The way he's playing, you're thinking, he'll go past him and he may well cut that gap towards Frank Lampard. I think it's a big ask to go ahead of Lampard this season. But yeah, absolutely brilliant from Salah.
Yeah, the assist there for Mo, but that ball from Trent started it all, didn't it? And we saw from that pass just what we've been missing, really, while he's been out. Yeah,
boost to see him back. Obviously, Conor Bradley's been great, but his injury meant that a seamless, just sort of coming back into the side for Trent. He actually covered 8 kilometres in his 73 minutes on the pitch. Used the long ball really effectively to beat that City press. Time and time again. This is one of the balls of the season. What a pass this is. You know, Ake thinks he can get there. No, he can't. Salah ends up getting there, but a decent recovery challenge in the end from Ake. But it comes from that ball from Trent. I thought defensively he handled it really well. You know, in these sort of situations, it could be a problem. He's under pressure from Savino there. He's under pressure. He ends up managing to deal with the situation and clears it really well. Here again, 1v1. What can the City do to open us up here? 1v1, that's what they want. Trent staying on his feet, makes the challenge, nothing comes from it. Really good defending, wasn't it, from Trent there with Núñez. Ends up winning a free kick as well in front of the boxes. We know that Trent can score from this position. Trent can put one in the top bin, there's no doubt about that. I just wondered, was this pass on to Salah to come on and bend it with that left foot? They combine so well between the pair of them. On this occasion, it's 1-0. Trent's gone for a goal himself. It's a decent block from Akanji, but good position from the pair of them high up the pitch. Doku was a bit of a threat. He was lively when he came on, you know, trying to cause problems for Trent down that left-hand side for City. But Trent handled him reasonably well. Into the box. You have got to time that challenge well, otherwise it could be a penalty. And he does. Times it really well, making sure there's nothing coming from. Great to see him back, really is.
Yeah, Liverpool created lots of chances, didn't they, especially in that first half?
Yeah, and so many chances from the press, Liverpool's press, a clear tactic to unsettle Man City right from the start, and it works. So you can see here some of the opportunities we had working as a team. That press, time and time again, the understanding we have, you can see. Winning the ball back round about the halfway line there from Ryan Gravenberch. The ball in towards Gakpo's onside. He wriggles his way away for the shot. I think Diaz may have been flagged offside because he was just in front of the goalkeeper. Look at the red shirts, swarming around the City players, winning the ball back in good areas. Szoboszlai gets a shot away, but that comes from Liverpool pressing high. Red shirts, McAllister's involved, Gakpo's involved, Andy Robertson's involved. Now it comes to Szoboszlai, and that was moving. I thought that was a really good save. Struck it really well, Dominic Szoboszlai there. Salah starts to press off there. He's putting Ake under pressure. Backed up by his mate, Trent's there, Szoboszlai's there. We win the ball back and then we create a chance from it. This was only a few minutes after we'd scored the opening goal, and Gakpo just scored. I think he'd be disappointed he's not hit the target. That, to me, felt like a really good chance, just leaning back slightly, and he didn't hit the target, but that felt like a decent chance. City lose the ball back here. I just watched the red shirts pouring forward, wanting to create an opportunity. Gakpo driving past a couple of challenges. Trent's in that position. It was just offside in the end, but it comes from Liverpool's work rate. It comes from the way Liverpool want to press to win the ball back in good areas. Late on in the game, still working hard. 2-0, still working hard to score another goal. Diaz is involved. Núñez working his socks off. Curtis Jones gets there. I just wonder, Curtis Jones could have just sort of used Ake and sort of bent it round him in towards that far corner. I thought it was harder to try and beat the goalie on his near post. Still forces a really good save. So you can see some of the chances we had from how hard the team were working.
Now, the second came from a penalty, didn't it? One, of course, by Luis Diaz after some really good pressing by Darwin Núñez.
Inside the last 15 minutes at Anfield, you're thinking we probably need that second goal just to make it a little bit more comfortable. We'd made a couple of subs, only a couple of minutes on the pitch. Brilliant from Núñez, puts the City defence under pressure. Now, what I like about this is Kyle Walker is thinking, I can take the touch in there. If I take the touch in there, I can maybe get away. He doesn't see what's behind him. He doesn't see that Luis Diaz is anticipating that touch inside. He's going to nick it. It's absolutely brilliant anticipation from Luis Diaz. He gets there, and where I think Mo Salah does well is he stood in an offside position. He knows he can't touch the ball. He cannot interfere with the ball there. He knows he's in an offside position, and that's where between the pair of them, Luis Diaz and Mo Salah do really well. The communication's there. The referee's in a great position. He sees it that it's a definite penalty. So brilliant initially from Darwin Núñez to put Diaz under pressure. I think Luis Diaz this time, not Ruben Diaz, does really well there because Kyle Walker dives in and he's trying to foul him. There's no doubt about that. That's the best angle we can show. We don't know how much contact there is there, but he stays on his feet. He rides that challenge away from Kyle Walker, and now he's in on goal. And he's just going to go around the goalkeeper, and you would think he'd score. That is where the contact is. You can see there, do a little zoom for you just to show where the contact is. It's his boot, and you can see the goalkeeper mistimes it completely, and it's a blatant penalty. A simple decision for the referee. And Mo Salah then had the opportunity so soon, having missed that penalty against Real Madrid, you're thinking, surely he can't miss again.
Well, listen, after that, you might think, I think normal humans might feel the pressure a little bit, but look at this. He is the absolute coolest man in the ground, isn't he, Mo Salah?
Yeah, there we go. There was a delay, a couple of minutes or so. I'm told reliably it's 19, keep you up if you are counting or not, but he's just trying to keep that composure, isn't he? 36th time he's scored and assisted in the same Premier League game as well, which is joint record alongside Wayne Rooney. But you can see the delay, you can see the City players having a little chat with the goalkeeper saying that he can save it, but he can't. And you can see here, I think if Kyle Walker would have got the rebound if it came to him, it may well have been retaken. He's the only player just inside the penalty area, struck it beautifully, but he struck it differently. He struck it differently to how he did against Real Madrid. The goalkeeper went the right way. Now, if you strike it really well into the corner, even if the goalie goes the right way, he can't get there. And that shows it there. The goalkeeper goes the right way. It's always going away from him because of the left foot of Salah, and he can't get there. Now, what's different about the technique to the one that he did against Real Madrid is he went for power with the laces, if you remember, against Real Madrid. But this time, he just sort of goes with his side foot. So side foot with pace. So slightly different technique for this penalty. And in it goes, and Anfield was relief, it was joy, happiness, absolutely made up. Because we knew at that point there was probably no way back for City.
Those keep-ups, unbelievable. What were your tactics?
Not as many as 19.
For a pen, keeping cool for a pen, what would you do?
The delay, isn't it, with VAR, it's now 2 minutes delay.
Of course.
It can be. Missed the penalty against Real Madrid, completely blanked it all out, and great to keep his composure to score.
Yeah, the skipper's performance might well have grabbed the headlines, but what about the man alongside him? Because maybe a few nerves about losing Ibou Konaté, but Joe Gomez played like he'd not missed a minute all season.
Yeah, I mean, the trust is always there. Fans have seen him partner of Van Dijk many times, some big games that he's partner. I was surprised it's been over a year since he has played at centre-half. Started at centre-half, so, but he was seamless. He was seamless, he was comfortable. I quite liked a couple of his diags that he threw out there. There we go. What about that? That's like a Virgil diag we've been used to seeing over many years. This one as well, a little bit of time to deliver the ball. That's a brilliant ball in behind, allowing Salah to get in the sort of position where he created that chance for the opening goal. Defensively, Konaté's done it brilliantly, covering at right back. Joe Gomez filling in nicely, just giving a little bit of cover there at right full back. And protecting the box, it's so important. We've seen Virgil do it many times. He's in that position, ahead of Haaland, making sure it's a Joe Gomez head. And as well, little ball in behind, looking for De Bruyne. He's positioned into a really good place. So yeah, Konaté's injury is a blow. Gomez was great. Yeah,
and just to illustrate even further what a busy afternoon Joe Gomez had, here is his touch map.
Yep, top afternoon. If you can't count them all, I will count them for you. 79 touches in total from Joe Gomez. It was the most in the team. 76 passes was also a team high. He also won back possession 7 times, another team high. there was no shouts of shoot against Man City. You can see he didn't even get close to their box, but yeah, his goal will come eventually.